Hey guys, are you struggling with the same things I am? Wrinkles, sun damage, age spots, thinning hair, you name it. Yeah, it's not fun aging, but there are things we can do. We can do things to help correct it and prevent it. So if this sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. Hi guys, my name is Tina Golick, and I thought today I'd really like to talk to you about the effects of stress on middle-aged women. I am a good example of it. I'll be 45 this August, and when my husband and I first got married, which was 7 years ago, 7 years this April, I did look completely different, and the amount of stress has really affected how I look. And I guess I just kind of wanted to make this video to educate you, maybe if you're younger, or even if you're my age now, what you can do to help. So what I'd like to talk to you about is, well, first let me just give you a quick little reference point, I guess, a little inside info on me. My youngest daughter, my stepdaughter, has reactive attachment disorder. If you don't know what that is, it's most closely related or comparable, or for people to understand, I guess, to psychopath, like narcissist psychopath. She has, by specialists and multiple different doctors, have been compared to Ted Bundy. So if you can imagine living in a house with Ted Bundy and all of the extreme behaviors that you might come across, yeah, it's pretty stressful. There was a movie made in the 80s called Child of Rage, who this little girl in the movie had reactive attachment disorder. Was more overt about it and more expressive, but my daughter is very passive aggressive and more covert. So she's just holds things in. So if she's smiling at you, if you can imagine Ted Bundy smiling at you, and being extra super nice, that's when you need to be careful and don't turn your back. I can laugh about it because I've been dealing with it for so long and I'm extremely hyper vigilant. But in the beginning, I didn't recognize stress. I had never experienced this much stress. So the effects, I will insert a picture of what I looked like when my husband and I were dating and first married. So, not that I want everyone to see how badly I've aged, but taking time now for you maybe will prevent some mistakes that I made. My water. Drinking enough water really is very important for stress. That may sound really strange, but water, I know my daughter Stormy is probably going to be watching this video and she's going to laugh because I'm one of those moms where, did you drink enough water today, was probably my answer for any symptom that she gave me. So yes, I do believe in the power of drinking enough water. But truthfully, water is really going to help your body flush out all the toxins that could be building up in your body. Stress in particular, when your body experiences stress repeatedly, it doesn't really know what to do with it. So it chooses a place within your body to put it. This is why you find people who have ulcers, the stress is being put in their stomach. For me, it was my neck. All of the stress was going in my neck. My shoulders were tense. I was having headaches, and stress can really affect your body. Drinking enough water is really going to help flush out those toxins. It's going to reflect in your skin, of course. I mean, we've all heard the benefits of drinking enough water for our skin. Is eating a good quantity of broccoli. That might sound kind of strange, but Broccoli actually helps your liver detoxify itself, and that's going to keep your bloodstream cleaned out and, again, keeping everything moving and flushed out and cleaned in your body and removing those toxins and not giving them a chance to build up. For those stressful situations that you find yourself in, you could not avoid, these are some tips that I've learned in therapy. We do have to see family therapy. Many different ones have said how important it is for mom or needs to focus on herself and taking care of herself, because a child with reactive attachment disorder focuses all of their anger and their negativity towards mom, because they didn't bond with birth mom between birth and 3 years old. So there's a lot of negative in the image of mom. So all of that negativity is projected on whoever is in that role. So you really need to take care of yourself. And this can apply to any stressful situation in your life. Taking time for yourself, deep breathing, number one. That sounds so simple. Not just deep breathing, but deep breathing slowly. Breathing slowly and mindfully. Taking deep, slow breaths keeps the blood flowing at a regular pace. Once you start feeling panic or stressed, you start breathing faster, and it's not something you're aware of. But if you are mindful of it and slow down your breathing and take deep breaths, then your mind is going to think clearer. You're going to be more in control of what's happening to you, and you're going to reduce that stress level. Take time to breathe and be mindful of it. Something else that I've learned is taking time to do something special for yourself at least once a week. If you are under a lot of stress, take that time to, I don't know, if you're feeling stressed, allow yourself that special cup of coffee that you love. Treat yourself and be mindful of that. I'm treating myself because I've earned this, and I deserve this. I'm worth this. Something else was special lotions that I would use when I would get out of the shower or something. I had special lotions, and I love the Bath and Body, you know, the pretty packaging and the perfect smelling. I love those. But honestly, for my overall skin health, I probably don't go for those because they kind of dry your skin out a little bit. I know that kind of sounds strange, but my go-to, I have two of them. I got them right here to show you. Good old classic Nivea is the most hydrating. It really does what it says it's gonna do. It really does. And a side note, this was the lotion choice of Marilyn Monroe. So I mean, but it really does do what it says it's gonna do. Okay, another one that I really like is the Avalon Organics. This one really hydrates. It's really it's all natural. It really puts in the moisture that your body needs. We need that hydration to plump up. You know, we want the plump skin. We don't want the dry, wrinkle skin. And this one really does what it says it's going to do too. Super soft. I mean, you feel really super soft with this one. Not greasy at all, repairing damage that maybe has already been done to your skin. When you get out of the shower, whatever facial products you use to wash your skin, I definitely would recommend just the good old-fashioned natural witch hazel. It's gonna be the one that not only is it a toner, it's the best toner. No, it does not smell pretty like the other ones, and no, it does not have pretty packaging. It's not pink and all girly, and I like those toners too. But honestly, if I want the job done right, because I really care about how my skin looks as it's aging, witch hazel is the one that I'm going to go for, because not only is it going to restore the pH balance to your skin, but it's also going to repair any damage. You got to think, this has also been used for healing bruising, cuts and scrapes. Witch hazel is going to help heal without leaving scars. So this is going to be the #1 toner that I choose. This is what I choose. So, and you know, everyone has their own favorites. I'm just sharing things that I've learned. So this is going to be the one that is doing more than just smelling pretty and maybe restoring the pH balance, because that's the purpose of a toner. But for me, I want it to do more than just restore that balance. I want it to do a little bit more. I want it to repair some stuff too, and that's what witch hazel is going to do. Something else that I do after that, directly after that, is I use a Physicians Formula argan oil. And that might sound strange to some people, especially if you do have problems with breakouts. I do have problems with that, and I always have. Argan oil is not going to break you out. Even though it's an oil, it's not going to make your skin any more oily. If you have problems with your T-zone or anything like that, it's not going to cause that. It's going to correct if you have any dry patchiness in your skin. It's going to help fill in those crow's feet, just kind of plump them up a little bit, and help your foundation stay on a little better and not kind of go into those creases. So if I can't use my argan oil, I will also use coconut oil, and I just have it in this little container in my bathroom. That way I've always got it in there handy for me, and I use an organic. It's going to help a lot better. You can use it for multiple different uses. If you guys want to know the multiple different uses for any of these products, I would be happy to share that with you. If so, just leave it in the comments below and I'll get back at you with that. Something else that I have discovered living in a stressful household is the use of an all-natural sedative, and that's passion flower. When I take this, I literally don't know that I've taken anything. It's not like I feel drugged. I don't feel anything. It feels like I've taken a vitamin. But looking back at stressful situations, I can tell, wow, I really handled that really well. I didn't feel as tense. I didn't feel as uptight or nervous. The anxiety level just wasn't as high as it normally would have been in that same situation. So the passion flower really helps you just be able to cope, I think. A side effect, just a random side effect that I've noticed, there's a list of side effects. I've not experienced any of those, and I'm usually the kind of person that if there's a side effect, I get it. But I have not had any side effects negative with passion flower. The only side effect that I have noticed is, I'll show you. I don't know if you can even tell, but ignore these red marks from my glasses. But my eyelashes have gotten really long. I can really see a difference in my eyelashes. Like, back in my 20s, my eyelashes were really long, and I really didn't notice that that was missing until I started taking the passion flower and they started growing again, and I was like, oh yeah, I used to have long eyelashes. So that's just kind of a nice little side effect from the passion flower that I've noticed. Another thing that I use is, like I said, you know, as you get older, your skin reacts to things differently, and I'm just not able to use a liquid foundation. Have very sensitive skin. Every sort of liquid foundation that I've ever used, I break out, or even at my age still, I don't know if I mentioned it already, I'll be 45 this August. The liquid foundation really just really messes with my skin and does not matter what it promises on the label. I've been a faithful user for the last maybe 10 years to the Physicians formula. It's just a mineral loose powder, and it acts as a foundation. And I use the translucent light. So exercise is really important too, keeping that blood flow moving, and that's going to help detoxify. There are so many toxins in the world, and they like pile up on the stress. That's like where the stress has been put in your body. All those toxins are piling up, and it's affecting our looks. It's affecting our moods. It's affecting our energy levels. It's just everything, especially as we age. Even if it's just walking once in a while, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, just those little things, they really are going to help. As our thinking patterns and what we allow ourselves to think on, especially with stress. If you allow yourself to dwell on those things and keep thinking about them over and over, that's going to show on your face. Science has now proven that if we think positive, we attract positive to us. If we think negative, we attract negative to us. I don't know if you've ever heard of Dr. Carolyn Leaf. She is a brain surgeon and has done a lot of research on the power of thought. A Bible verse, one of my favorites, it's Philippians 4:8. This is the Tina translation, okay? It says, whatever's true, noble, right, whatever is pure and lovely, whatever is admirable, and anything that's excellent and praiseworthy, think about these things. When we actually take the time to notice those little things, like the sun being out, how good the sun feels on our skin, and how beautiful the sounds of the birds singing are, or just those little things during the day that kind of make us smile, that make it happy, that are joyful. Focus on those things. Don't allow yourself to focus on the negative. Focus on the positive, because if we focus on the negative, that's what we're training our brains to look for. If we focus on the positive, we are teaching our brain to look for the positive. And when we look for the positive, you're going to find it. And that's going to make you feel a lot better inside. It's going to make you feel a lot more thankful and have that joy in your life. And these things are definitely going to reflect on your face. So if you've been struggling with stress and the effects of stress, there's lots of other beauty tricks and things that I could talk about. So if you guys want to know more about that kind of stuff, let me know. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have taken something from this that is positive, that you can find helpful or useful. If these are topics you guys would like to talk about more of, I would be happy to share more things that I've learned in therapy, how to reduce stress, how to deal with stress. When we're younger, we can deal with stress better. So as an aging woman, this is how I've dealt with it and what I've learned. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.